Hey everyone, it's George Tromby with Japanese from Zero, and today I want to look at this Ask a Teacher question because I think it's pretty important. It's asked by Natsukashi Momo 41. When you have a time, by the way, look at some of these usernames on the site. It's funny. This is Memorable Peach 41, and I assume it's a girl because of the name, but it's probably a boy. I have no idea. Doko desu ka versus Doko ni arimasu ka. I just finished the first lesson of book 1. And I was going through the practice problem section. On page 44 of the 5th edition, there is a translation section that starts with, "Where is the police station?" And she or he is talking about right here on page 44 in the workbook area. And it gets translated on page 50 right here. Keisatsu wa doko desu ka? Okay? All right. I started by writing, 警察はどこにありますか?
警察はどこにありますか?
The solution provided was, 警察はどこですか?
警察はどこですか?
When I was reading over this, I interpreted both statements as, where's the police station? Since this was the chapter where aru was introduced, and I was inclined to use it to state where is the police station. TLDR. I wasn't sure the difference between my statement and the solution, and I wanted to get that point clarified. Arigatou gozaimasu. And Kaneko went ahead and answered it, and the thing is, they're both the same. So, keisatsu wa doko desu ka and keisatsu wa doko ni arimasu ka are both the same thing, all right? And she says, you are right, there should have been 2 answers, and normally that's what we do. When there's an answer that can have 2 possible answers, we give them both. We messed up, we didn't add it. And considering we're teaching imasu and arimasu in that lesson, the answer should have been ni arimasu. It would have been a much better answer to help facilitate the learning, right? So yeah, we're going to add that to the next revision. But I also added this. I would also like to add that the same thing happens with imasu, which means existence for things that are alive, whereas arimasu is for non-existing or non-living things, right? Like a police station. But if you're saying where as a person, you would use imasu. So for example, this one, 今どこですか?
今どこですか?
Oof, let's go to change that to Kaido here. Hopefully that's Kaido.
今どこですか?
It's not even good. That's not the new AI voice. The Ask a Teacher isn't linked to the new AI voice, so we'll have to deal with the crappier one. But 今どこですか and 今どこにいますか both mean where are you? There is no difference at all. 今どこですか? 今どこにいますか? And the same thing with どこですか and どこにありますか is the same thing. That's what I'm going to talk about that. And then I wanted to show you an update also. Thanks for the question, by the way, Natsukashi Momo. I wanted to make an update to this thing that we've been working on with spacing. So right now, we just uploaded a brand new update to the way the site spaces things. This is the Romaji mode where we have one space. Also, we have this one English space, but also we've changed this lengthener. It used to be this much longer lengthener, and I think it was hard to look at. So we moved it more to what the book does style-wise. And now if we change it to progressive mode, you'll see the old spacer, by the way. The old lengthener is there, but we're going to change that too. You'll see now we've added more space in between, and we've changed the spacing rules to make it easier to view what's happening. So you can see when we have these lessons that are half hiragana, half romaji, it's kind of hard to read. So we added more spaces to facilitate easier reading. I still might even increase it a little bit more than this. But now you can see it's Boku no tomodachi no Tashiro-kun wa computer ga hoshiku nai desu. It's much easier than, I wish I could show you the way it looked before. It looked really bad. And we also moved those rules also here. We've added a little bit more space except for when it was the standard English space, it didn't look good at all. It was hard to read. And because we're dealing with things that don't normally exist, there are no spaces in Japanese. We just realized we could make the spaces bigger. We were going to do a Japanese space, which is much, much bigger, but it doesn't look as good. It's a little bit too much, honestly. So that's a good update there. I think it was all I had, guys. What else? Well, anyway, look, if you have any spacing issues, I know that we still right now don't have a space after adjectives before the word, and that makes it look a little bit difficult. But we'll go ahead and fix that in an upcoming version. But yeah, if there's anything that you've noticed weird with the website, always submit a bug report, please. which you can do. Let me see, where do we do bug reports? I'll just show you if you're in a lesson, for example, okay, and you want to submit a question. Let's go to grammar here. You just go here and you click this right here. This is where you submit a question, okay? And you can even type, you can even submit a bug. And then we will know that it's in this section that you did that. And you'll see one of these like at the beginning of most sections. Even these small little text sections have it. And there's one here for this list, all right? And then while we're here, I might as well show you, there's also this mode, which is our furigana mode with kanji. And we can also hide the furigana. If you didn't know that, we can hide the furigana and hover to reveal. So that way you can test your reading skills without hitting the play button. So if I want to know genkin de kaimasu, straw de nomimasu, hi, ko, ki. And then if you're trying to figure out furigana based on its readings like onyomi and kunyomi, this is a beta thing that we're doing right now. You do have to refresh for this because it doesn't work right now. This is eventually it'll work without refreshing. But now when we hover, actually, let me just get rid of the visibility for a second. So now I can look at it and see, okay, what readings are these? Are they Japanese readings or are they the Chinese readings? Another cool thing while we're here, final thing, is the study mode. So if I click this, it's gonna hide all of the English and let me study just the Japanese. So I'll look at the Japanese and I'll say, well, what does this mean? Spoon de tabemasu. It's I'll eat with a spoon. Boom. Genkin de kaimasu. I'll buy it with cash. Straw de nomimasu. I'll drink it with a straw. Right? And then if we flip it to the other mode, English. Oops, I turned it off. Sorry. Now it'll hide the English. So I can go through the whole lesson like this. It's sticky, so it remembers what you're doing. So here we have this Q&A. So how long did it take? Doregurai, oh shoot. Doregurai kakarimashita ka is what I would think. Oh, it's book 3, so maybe that probably is the answer. Yeah. Doregurai kakarimashita ka. I thought it was like an earlier lesson. I was like, how do you say that in level 1? You can't. It took 3 hours. 3 jikan kakarimashita. It took about 2 months. 2ヶ月ぐらい kakarimashita. So you see how we can do that? And on top of that, we can still have our visibility down. So we can say, and then look at it here also. It's pretty sweet when you think about it. And we can play all of the sounds.
どれぐらいかかりましたか ?3 時間かかりました。2ヶ月ぐらいかかりました。
All right. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.